From the NBC Tower in downtown Chicago, this is WrestleZone Daily from WrestleZone.com. If you're with us live, don't forget to share the link. Coming up on today's show, breaking news about a potential Royal Rumble return from a former champion, a former women's champion, and so much more. From the heavens, I don't care where you are. You listen to the podcast on demand on a Thursday, on a Wednesday. It's Royal Rumble Week. From the Minute Maid Park, we're going to be losing our minds on Sunday. But right now on WrestleZone, we're following all the news, all the rumors, all the rumblings. As if that's not enough, it's a Wednesday where we got WWE NXT, which is a stack card. AEW Dynamite, which is on a boat. Yeah, they're on a boat this week. Pretty crazy. And the Royal Rumble is this weekend. So as if there wasn't enough going on. Joining me today in the ever-revolving door of wrestling friends, the wrestling buddies that we have, a true Rumble boy himself. From my Rumble radio days back in college. We've known each other, 20 years. From the AWD pod, look it up. After Work Drinks, great pod. If you like drinking, you like booze, Mr. Chris Pooch Melter. I just call him Pooch. Pooch, how are you, bud?
I'm good. I'm just sitting in my room, and I'm waiting for someone to knock on my door. So. Oh,
come on now. Don't you pull that.
Hey, man, you were running a few minutes late jogging to the studio, so I just sat in the dark and waited.
You were definitely like sitting in the dark and waiting. We'll talk Royal Rumble. I want to talk picks today. We've talked about who could return, and we do have news about a big potential return. And for some people, it could be a big return. For other people, it could not be a big return. But we have news on it, and it's coming together, and we'll have that here in a few minutes. Also, before we get going here, I do want to remind you, though, before anything, is this Sunday, 2 p.m., Central Standard Time. It's the fast food Royal Yumble. I don't know what your Yumble plans are, your Rumble plans. What are you getting people together for a Royal Rumble party, Pooch?
Probably not. It's anniversary weekend with the girlfriends.
Oh, you got to do that now. You got to get home late and watch it. Yeah,
I'm lucky to even be home to watch it. Which, I might be watching on demand later that night.
Well, Sunday afternoon, there's no football, all right? So there's no football to watch. So why don't you check out what we're doing here with the Royal Yumble. And we're putting out this beautiful T-shirt. You can see it here on screen. It has Ronald McDonald with his jacked arms, the Colonel from KFC calling a fight out, Wendy's plotting something. You can get this shirt for just $13 at tpublic.com. That's teepublic.com. Search Royal Yumble. The shirt will pop up. $13 only for the next 2 days or so. Could be less than 2 days right now. And all the money from that will benefit the Australian Bushfire Relief and the Central Fire Authority of Victoria, Australia, trying to help out all the people over there on the Aussie side of the issue. They definitely need that help. And you just enjoying a silly wrestling goof like this would help people out. So why don't you jump in there and help some people out? No big deal.
Who are the surprise entrances?
The fast food Royal Yumble is going down Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. Who's your pick? Who's your pick in the Royal Yumble? That's much more important than the Rumble.
I see like 4 silhouettes back there. Is Popeyes in on this? Are they a secret entrant? That spicy chicken was hot this year.
Well, actually, you see the Grimace back there. Grimace very angry, not getting top billing. He's our current champion. He won the title at Yummy in the Bank. Shorty, what you drank last year. See, we've literally gone this far with an inside joke. A personal favorite all the way over on the right is the Coca-Cola Bear, who is all coked up. So we will see that. We'll see that on Sunday. Once again, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll be streaming that live on Facebook Live and, of course, at WrestleZone.com. Let's get into today's breaking news. The Royal Rumble is this Sunday, and there are potential returns. There are speculated returns. There are returns that fans are fantasy booking in the comments right now. People saying the Pro Bowl sucks. You're darn right. Who wants to watch the Pro Bowl? Pro Bowl on Sunday. The Pro Bowl is the worst all-star game in all of sports. I will say that. I don't think I'm far off on that. People picking Ronald McDonald for the Yumble. People picking Drew McIntyre for the Rumble. All right. But let's get into this news about this potential returning former champion. News coming from PWI Insider that Naomi, former SmackDown Women's Champion, who's been out of the picture for WWE since July. She's not wrestled on television since then. Her husband, Jimmy Uso, dealt with a legal issue related to a DUI charge, which he beat. He did not get convicted of that. And so now it is set for her to return to the mix. She does have a big following online. I know maybe some hardcore fans of the older male variety are like, well, this isn't a big return. I would say for some fans online, it is. If you're in the Total Diva, sect of fans, this is a pretty big return. Her in the Women's Royal Rumble would be a big name to come back, especially if you haven't seen her since the summer.
Flying butts all around that Rumble ring, Kev. She's going to take a few people out, I think.
Yeah, so it would be a big return, and they need a fresh female face on the SmackDown side of things. Not to say that I think they're dragging there, but it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to have something there.
I mean, the Women's Rumble has very few participants officially announced right now, so
yeah, they have about less than 10, I believe.
I would think that they'd lean heavily on NXT and then some surprises like this. So in a way, in that regard, maybe not on the whole, but in that regard, maybe a little bit more excitement on the surprise front there, because you literally have barely, like you said, I think it's 5 or 10 people announced. So almost every entrant at this point is a surprise.
I'll put these up on screen. These are the confirmed names now for the Women's Royal Rumble match. Just 4 superstars: Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and Sarah Logan are the official names we have confirmed currently. We can expect plenty more. Obviously. I also expect more NXT female superstars in this match than NXT male superstars present in the Rumble match, which I know has been, the closer we get to the event, a much bigger talking point for fans to follow here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, traditionally, the men's match is always gonna get top billing. It usually has over the last few years had a couple people from NXT, but the women's going to need that for filler for sure. And then also it'd be interesting to see what the NXT entrants might do. I think they could have a little bit of a better showing than they have in the past, based on Survivor Series and WWE elevating NXT to be kind of like a third brand now, as opposed to the minor leagues.
Robert DeFelis, who could not be with us, he's busy on news duty today for WrestleZone. Just adding that Natalia's been added via The Bump, WWE's panel talk show, which they do on the network and their socials. So we just got that here. Other people.
Look at that phone case, Robert. Nice phone case.
He's got a solid phone case. He's got good accessories. His accessory game is strong. You have some accessories, which I believe we will see on camera for those watching on the live return here. William T. Wage is saying on the women's side of things, he sees Ruby Riott returning. We've been, I think she's definitely set for a potential return. Nia Jax as well. Both of them have been on the men for some time.
Yeah, Nia, I think it was early in December, had a video that she posted on Instagram of her training at the Performance Center. I mean, if not at the Rumble, I would think her goal is definitely to get back for Mania season. If it's not now, it should be soon, I would think.
Other people texting in from all around the world. If you're with us for the first time, this is the most interactive pro wrestling podcast. Get your comments on screen. If you're here for the first time, let us know what you want at the Rumble, what you're predicting, what you're expecting. There's a lot of expectations for the Royal Rumble. This is that show, and you know this from watching wrestling your whole life, where there are so many predictions that people want to see fulfilled. Because there's 30 different spots in each match where someone can come out, and you just want the returns, and then you want the face-off. This is a fantasy poker's dream, like all in one night. And if you're a wrestling fan for more than, I want to say, a year, you become a fantasy poker, correct?
Oh, yeah. It's basically like how, there's like soap operas with all their twists and turns. Well, as we've always said, wrestling is man's soap opera. It's not quite the same, but it's the closest thing us dudes have to the betrayals and the drama and the surprises and the just the whole kit and caboodle, Kev.
Well, another thing about wrestling, I know a lot of people love fantasy football.